And welcome back to Carolina & Company Live. Now, let me tell you, this is the greatest thing I've ever done. You know, I'm telling you, I have sleep apnea. And, of course, you know, you don't have to use that machine anymore.
That's right. Cecil has sleep apnea, and he was using that machine, but it just, you know, wasn't working out. And there is this new device, if you haven't seen it. It is amazing, and it will change your life. It did Cecil's. And tell us a little bit about it.
So we got to talk a little bit about this last week, and this is something that actually has been out since 2006. In fact, it's been approved as primary treatment for sleep apnea since 2006. It's just really catching on right now. And what they are oral appliances that bring the jaw down and forward, bring the tongue out of the airway. Let's see if you can see that.
See how small this is right here?
And that's
it is super tiny. It's just a little mouthpiece.
And this is actually machined, and it's made of a nylon material, so very, very lightweight. You can feel that and see how light that is.
And what's so amazing, my wife loves it. And last night I fell asleep on the bed, and she woke me up and said, go put it in. So I had to put it in, and it keeps me from snoring, and I don't stop breathing anymore from this simple device right here.
And you sleep
now,
better.
Tell us about this thing here now, Doc. What is that?
Okay, so we need to have a way to diagnose sleep apnea, and sleep apnea has to be diagnosed by a board-certified sleep physician. So we will screen patients. Patients who need to be tested then can wear something like that instead of going to the lab to have a sleep study done. They can wear that in their own home, sleep in their own bed, and it's a lot more comfortable for them. We get a really good data on a typical night of sleep, so it works very well.
That's very amazing. Now, show how it works. Show how the device works on this little thing right here.
Absolutely.
That's what's so neat.
So, you know, it's the same thing that causes snoring, causes sleep apnea, and usually what that is the base of the tongue against the soft palate in the airway. So the base of the tongue is attached to the lower jaw or the mandible, and when the mandible relaxes during sleep, what happens is the tongue falls back into the airway, compresses against the soft tissues of the palate, and it closes up the airway. Now, CPAP can be prescribed, which pushes the air in through the nose usually, and holds the airway open that way. These appliances hold the jaw down and forward, which don't allow the tongue to drop into the back of the airway. They're amazing, and patients are very compliant with it. They seem to like it more than the CPAP.
I hated that machine. You wake up in the middle of the night, it's off your face, you turn sideways. This is the greatest thing in the world, I'm telling you.
It's fantastic, and I don't want to talk badly about CPAP because that's been the gold standard in treating sleep apnea. But unfortunately, only about a quarter of the people that get CPAP are long-term compliant. So the appliances that we have are primary treatment for mild or moderate sleep apnea, and they're also to be used in patients with severe sleep apnea who can't tolerate the CPAP.
Well, what's so amazing is this has been out for quite some time, and nobody knows about it. So it's great that we're able to get the word out there because so many people could benefit from this.
And I appreciate you guys having me on to talk about this because that's been my primary goal is just to let more people know that there's something available to them. And even if they're severe and they're not tolerating the CPAP, improving them some and increasing their oxygen is better than doing nothing at all.
Sure.
I don't stop breathing anymore.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing. Now, what is that little thing? I thought that was the new iPhone.
No, I got the new iWatch, right? No, it's not the new iWatch, unfortunately. This probably isn't worth as much as the new iWatch.
Now, what does that do?
But what this is, we need to have screening tools that allow us to identify patients that may have sleep apnea. The first sign is usually snoring. About 70% of people who snore on a regular basis are going to test positive for sleep apnea, so that's a question we can ask. And if they're very tired, that's another sign to look for. If patients don't want to jump to the next step of going through with an in-lab sleep study or a take-home sleep study, let's say they deny the problem, as most do, we can actually send this home at no charge or very little charge. And what this is a pulse oximeter. So the patient just wears this overnight.
It tells you if you need it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's so neat about it. Put it on your finger.
Yep, they wear this just like a watch. And what will happen is, I don't know if the camera can get that or not, but you're going to see my blood oxygen level. You're going to see my pulse rate. And so from this simple little test overnight,
You'll know if you need it or not.
we can tell if somebody
Yeah.
needs further testing, if there's
Okay.
a problem or not.
All right,
So-
Doc, well, we thank you
Yeah.
for being here. I'm going to tell you what, now give them the phone number, how they can get in touch with you.
So the office phone number is 248-3843. We're at 1515 9th Avenue, across from the new police station.
Right there in Conway.
And call us. We can also do an online screening to see if your snoring may be more than just
Okay.
snoring.
Check
All right.
it out. Oh,
Thanks,
we will
Jeff. We
help
appreciate you
sleep
being here.
all night long.
You
Dr.
got that
Jeff
right.
Horowitz. We've
Appreciate
got more
you
coming
having
up in
us.
just a moment, so stay right there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cecil Chandler, and I have sleep apnea. I used to have to use this noisy CPAP machine, but now I use this simple device. Dr. Jeff Horowitz at Advanced Sleep and Breathing Center made me the all appliance therapy device that really works. It takes the place of that noisy machine. I wake up feeling refreshed, and it helps my snoring. If I believe in a product, I'll do the commercial. And I do believe in the all appliance device that has made my life so much better. And my spouse, she loves it.